What's up guys, Lvladen here, and today I'm coming at you with a video on my Red Paladin. I'm going to be playing against 4 rogues and 2 hunters. Oh man, this is going to be a little bit difficult. But I'm playing a new spec now. I'm playing with Final Verdict. I'll go ahead and link the build in the description of the video. But this is the build that I actually ended up running to above 2400 and to get my legend title in Solo Shuffle. Now, I'll have a video coming out in the future about how I think the best way to go about pushing Solo Shuffle as a Red Paladin is there is a decent amount of, frustration playing a Red Paladin. A decent amount. More than a decent amount, if I'm being honest, because you run into Shadow Priests and Demon Hunters left and right. They're just absolutely everywhere. Did we just hit a... Yeah, we did. I want to make sure we hit both these guys here. Oh, you dragging breath out of my stun. Please come back here. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, their FC is gonna come up. I probably should have just held my damn for the FC, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and press my shield. What is going on right here? Figuring out the short kidney. Am I dying? No, we're good. We're good. My buttons are a little whack right now. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I was running this build, got to above 2400 with it in Solo Shuffle, which is pretty cool. I do think I'm gonna learn how to heal because HPAL melee wings is really fun. But oh my god, I can't even get a sentence out before we get attacked by a new rogue. I'm gonna go ahead and parry this, I guess. Oh my goodness. We knew this was gonna be an annoying game. They legit have 7 stealthies if you include the hunters. That's crazy. Alright, let's try it one more time. Yeah, I enjoy this build because it gives me some disarm protection, which the lobbies that you really should be winning as a Ret Paladin are lobbies against hunters, rogues, warriors, windwalker monks, classes basically that for the most part have disarms or cut you out. Basically, you want to win the lobbies that do not have locks, shadow priests, and demon hunters, and unholy death knights. Now, you can obviously pull out wins against less skilled players as those classes, but a lot of the times those classes are going to give you a particularly hard time no matter what level bracket you're playing in, because they are just, all 4 of them are overtuned at the moment, and unfortunately all 4 of them are also the most popular specs in the game at the moment. So you'll run into them quite frequently. So what I did is I wanted to focus on the build that would allow me to fight the classes that should be beating a little easier, which is why I ended up running Final Verdict. Yeah. Plus, I enjoy it. I do miss the ranged damage playstyle, and the Crusade build, I will be retesting that out now that we've got some gear. I have the 2-piece set bonus, like I was talking about earlier. I'm probably going to move it over to my gloves whenever I can get my hands on the, what is it, the Catalyst Converter or something like that. The Creation Catalyst. the one that converts the PvP gear to tier gear. So, we're looking forward to that. But unfortunately, I don't think that's for another 2 weeks at least, which is kind of crazy. They definitely should have just had it out in the beginning of the season. Wow, this healer? No, it's a DPS evoker. He's just going to ditch this guy, huh? Big Radiant Decree. Oh! Oh! How's he alive? How's he alive? Go ahead and shield myself right here. Go big Final Verdict. Final Verdict actually hits fairly hard with the Sophic Devotion proc. It's nice being able to do that consistent damage again that you just kind of miss out on when you're not running Final Verdict. Dude, I hate that these guys have legit 3 freedoms. I mean, they're not quite root breaks, but the fact that they're immune to slows and it's a little jump for, I believe, 12 seconds, and they can have up to 3 charges of it, is ridiculous. Like, their glide is exactly what I wanted Ret's freedom to be. Like, a little movement speed boost or jump, and then like not 30% obviously. Like I want an actual gap closer because ret mobility, especially without final verdict, is so painful. I feel like we're not doing too much this BG, and I can't pick the team. Can't click on any of the frames. There's only one rogue here right now. Is this guy gonna try and knock me off? He just missed his deep breath. Saw him here. I don't even know if I want to pop CDs. Yeah, we won't. Yeah, the struggle, the legend struggle was it was a time, you know. I think the one good thing about playing the legend games was I found out that excuse me, you actually get credit for games that people leave on. So like say you go 5-0, 4-2, or like, you know, I don't know, 3-2, and someone leaves on any of the rounds, you get credit towards your legend wins when you complete your games. And I just think that is a really good, you know, honestly, that's probably an oversight, but it's also really helpful right now because there's just so many people leaving the games right now. Because if you really want to push rating, if you're losing, what people quite frequently do is they will leave the game to protect their MMR and just take the -150 and then keep their like 2400 MMR, and they'll just, you know, rinse and repeat because there's not a real big penalty right now for leaving games. I'm gonna go ahead and shield high to a Seraphim Divine Toll on, I guess, these dudes here. Goodbye. Auto deleted both of them. Wonderful. Before anyone screams nerf ret, I had Zerker, all my cooldowns, all my procs. We're just casually doing 170k DPS. 170k is a little high. Just kidding, it's AoE, guys. It's AoE. Relax. It's fine. I just hope ret doesn't get nerfed. But at the same time, I'm not super worried about it because there's just no rets in the bracket. I actually fought my first ret paladin of Dragonflight in solo shuffle. It was crazy. The only one I fought was Tides. I think he's like maybe the third highest ret paladin right now. Third or fourth highest ret paladin. He's up there. But guys, let me show you my damage breakdown real quick. Honestly, this is a very short game where I didn't get much combat, but as you can see, we absolutely pumped 2 million with our judgments. We hit a 200k divine toll, so that was probably definitely with the berserker. Final verdict hits pretty hard, 112k. It can hit harder if you have the 4 set. It's 10% additional damage. I'm just not entirely sure it's worth that much versatility loss because the main downside with ret isn't its damage, it's its survivability, and the fact that you know, every other game, and that not even every other game, like 90% of games have priests in them right now, specifically shadow priests who are all running fast MD, which removes our only defensive CD. Like Shield of Vengeance is not a defensive CD right now. Shield of Vengeance is now so weak, I don't even run Emblem to boost it anymore. I don't even know how to make it work. It's so bad. I'm debating experimenting again with Divine Protection, but like 8 seconds, 20% damage reduction is also really weak. So sometimes Shield of Vengeance is okay, but I feel like Divine Protection is usually never okay unless you're like late into dampening where Shield of Vengeance just isn't going to do anything for you at all. That's the only situation that I think you can take it, but I think you're just better off going double DPS trinkets instead of Emblem to boost the Shield of Vengeance because you want to end the games on your first or second go as red, because you don't get a third in solo shuffle. It's like when in your first 2 goes or it's GG. I'm also a little disappointed that there's not a working lightning effect. Let me show you guys what I mean real quick before we end the video for those of you that are still watching. I think it's when you get Keystone Master, 2400, or a Mythic Razageth kill, or whatever the last boss's name is, you get a Gleaming Incarnate Thunderstone, which is supposed to make your gear transform and like have lightning and stuff. But it's not working right now. I used mine and it didn't work on the gear. And then what ended up happening was I log in the next day and I have another one. And you try and use it and it doesn't work. It just straight up says you already have one in your collection. But when you go to your collection tab, let's go to sets here. Your gear is not all lightning-y and stuff. It's not working. And I remember what it looked like from the beta. It was pretty cool. But yeah, it's too bad. All right, guys, if you enjoyed, feel free to follow. I'll be going over this this build in a future video, and then also talking a little bit about Solo Shuffle, how I think it could be improved, and how to win games as ret. All right, guys, I will see you all next time. Peace.